Meantime, the announcements keep coming. President-elect Donald Trump assembling now what could be the wealthiest administration in history. Our Robert Frank is here with that story and the surprising number. So richer than his first cabinet, Robert.
Indeed, and that was a pretty rich cabinet. This one even more so, Sarah. The Trump cabinet will have more billionaires and centimillionaires than any in history. From Linda McMahon and Howard Lutnick to Doug Berman, Stephen Feinberg, Jared Isaacman, and Kelly Loeffler, the billionaires on the official cabinet will have a combined net worth of over $13 billion. Now, that is not including, of course, Elon Musk or Trump's new billionaire ambassadors. The centimillionaires and possible billionaires, depending on how you count your wealth, includes Scott Bessent, Dr. Oz, and Chris Wright. Now, Trump is still wealthier than any of his cabinet members, with Trump's current net worth about $6.4 billion. Of course, $4 billion of that coming from his stake in the publicly traded DJT. The record wealth of the cabinet also creates unprecedented ethics issues and possible divestitures. Howard Lutnick said he will step down from his three companies and divest shares in the publicly traded BCG Group and Newmark. He said he won't be selling those shares on the open market, so perhaps he could be transferring them to some kind of family trust or some kind of trust. Now, Chris Wright will have to sell about $40 million of stock in his company, Liberty Energy. Scott Bessent could step down from his hedge fund. There could be a key man risk there, so maybe he unwinds that. Unclear. Now, since Musk and Ramaswamy are not formal members of the cabinet, they're just advisors, they are not bound by the same conflict of interest laws. Trump and Vance, of course, and members of Congress also not subject to those laws. But we're going to see a lot of reshuffling of assets, perhaps divestitures, a lot of questions about what happens to capital gains taxes with those sales in the coming months, certainly after January. Guys?